and welcome to Grandad's Reviews. Now, I was looking at some of my cameras and that, and I had a bit of a thought. I wanted to do a bit of a comparison. So I've got the R8, which is a full frame camera, and I mainly use EF glass. So I've got the RF to EF to RF adapter. Now this comparison, I would say, is relevant to any camera, any lens combination, if you can add an extender to it. So I've got the Canon EF 1.4 times converter. And what I was thinking is, and I'm only using the lenses I've got, so take the results as they are, but it might compare to other lenses. So I've got the Canon EF 300 f4. So if I stick this on the R8, I get 300mm f4. If I want to get a bit more reach, I can put the 1.4 extender on it. So now I get 420mm at f5.6. But then I thought, and this is more relevant if you've got RF glass, so if you add, I don't know, the 200 to 800 or the 100 to 400 or a prime RF, the 1.4 RF extenders, about £500. These EF ones are a lot cheaper. So if this was an RF setup, it's nearly £500. Would it be better putting this 300 onto a crop body? So I've got the R50. So if I put the 300 on here, I get 480mm at f4. So stop more light and a little bit more reach. But what's the quality like? So I've done this very non-scientific comparison just to see. So I went out, took some shots with the R8, with the 300mm on, with the 1.4 extender. So 420mm, 5.6. And then I stuck the 300 straight on to this R50. Now you can get these R50s second hand for around about, well, on eBay probably from 400, but MPB, excellent quality, you're looking 500. So this body, and you could get it cheaper, you could get the R100 or the M50 or something like that. But let's say the R50, you could get this for nearly the same price as the RF 1.4 extender. Obviously, if you're using EF glass, this is the Mark II 1.4, and you can pick these up for about £100, roughly. So it's a lot cheaper than the R50. But if you've got a crop sensor, is it better to put this prime without this on the crop sensor body, say an R7, compared to putting a 1.4 onto a full frame body like the R8, which gives the best quality? So, as I say, been out, took some shots. Let's have a look at the results. So right, what I've done, like I said, I went out and I've taken 3 images with each lens. One a reasonably close subject, and a medium distance subject, and then something a bit further away. And each image I've taken at 3 different ISOs. So I've got an 800 ISO, I've got a 3200 ISO, and I've got 6400 ISO, just to basically just see what the difference is on those. So I've got them in Lightroom, straight in. I've not done anything to them. They're just as Lightroom sees them. They're RAWs, obviously. And we'll just have a go through them and have a look. So, what have we got? On the left, we've got the R50. So we've got a crop sensor with a 300mm on f4. I've done it at 800 ISO. f4, both cameras are going to be wide open. We've got 125th second of a second ended up being. And this is the image. It looks fine. Next to it, we've got the R8, 800 ISO again, 300 f4 but with a 1.4 converter on. And as you see, we've lost stop of light down to a 60th compared to that one. So we'll zoom in 100% and just have a look at a couple of sections. So let's have a go on this green bit here. And to be honest, there's not a lot in it, is there really? We've got a slightly better depth of field because we're at 5.6, but it's not made a big difference. Yeah, I think in this instance it's not really made a big difference, has it? If we go up the ISO, so here we go. So we've got on the left still the same, at 3200 ISO. Let's go for that green bit there again, and the R8 on the right, and yeah, the R8's a bit sharper there. Let's go just on this bit here. You can see the change in ISO is starting to make a difference, but at normal viewing distance there's nothing much in it really, is there? Let's do this bit down here, just a little bit more crispness. Let's go to the 6400, shall we? We've got 6400 over that green bit again. Yeah, we're just seeing that higher grain in the crop sensor is causing it to lose some clarity. Let's go just there, get an edge on it. We can see the difference in noise, but at this viewing distance there's not much in it, is there really? So let's go. Got chimney stack, so this was a bit further away. Again, got the crop sensor, the R50 on the left and the R8 on the right. We'll go for this green patch here. And I would say the R8 is clearer. Let's just see if I can miss focus anyway. So let's try this bit here. Again, the R8 is definitely clearer. Let's go down here. Let's go, here we go. Let's go on this bit here. I would say the R8 has got a better quality than the R50 at that distance. But again, at normal viewing distance, you're not seeing much in it, are we? We go to the higher ISO. We've got 3200. Go there. Let's try this corner edge just here. This R8 still a little bit sharper there. Go down to this bit here. You're just losing some on the high ISO. Let's go a bit higher, 6400, this corner bit here. Yeah, the R8 is still showing it's sharper. Just go this bit here. I would even say there's a bit more chromatic aberration on the R50 than there is the R8. So let's go to our final image. So here we have the longer distance one. Just looking at it at normal viewing distance, there's not a great deal in it, to be honest. No. If we zoom in on the P, definitely sharper with the R8, and it's looking like when you get to longer distances the R50's not holding up, and there's a lot more chromatic aberration compared to the R8. Let's zoom in on the H. Yeah, definitely go on to these. Yeah, you're getting more out of the R8. Let's have a look at that with a higher ISO. 3200. We'll go for that P again. Yeah, bigger difference now. Yeah, the noise on the smaller pixels, on the smaller sensor, is really making a difference here. Let's look down here. And the same more chromatic aberration as well. And if we take that to the extreme, let's go for 6400 now. Go to the P. Yeah, more of the same. Chromatic aberration more up this top here. So there we go. That was the images at normal viewing distance. There's nothing much in it, to be honest. When you zoom in, then there is a difference, and the R8 with a full frame with a 1.4 times converter, I would say, is giving a better quality than putting that 300mm onto the R50. So in my original question, would it be better to buy a crop sensor to put onto that lens than put a 1.4 converter on? And I think the answer to that is no. The 1.4 converter is just as good. All right, you've not quite got the reach, but you don't lose anything by staying on the full frame with the extender compared to putting it on the crop. Now, whether that's the same with the RF adapters, I don't know, but I would think so. I think you're maintaining that full image circle of the original lens, putting the 1.4 converter on, whereas with the crop sensor you're just using the middle section of that lens, and that might be causing the degradation. I don't know. I wouldn't like to say. I'm not a lens specialist. It's just a really quick non-scientific, oh, I had a thought to see what would be better. But I've answered my own question. The 1.4 on my 300mm on my full frame camera is better than putting the 300mm on my crop sensor camera, even though I do get a little bit extra distance on it. So if you enjoyed the video, give it a thumbs up. That helps the channel. If you want to see more videos like this, hit that subscribe button. Till next time, see you.